Well, yes, the weather outside is frightful, but a monthly recipe segment with Marcia Crowley. Now that, my friends, that is delightful.
Oh my goodness.
Except when you call her up and you give her a hard time about Georgia beating Auburn, then she's not really delightful.
Not even worth the hard time this year.
Hey, welcome back to the Georgia Farm Monitor and to another edition of Meals from the Field. Yes, as always, I am joined by my partner in crime and good friend, Marcia Crowley. Good to see you again, Marcia.
Good to see you, Ray.
And I am sorry about your Auburn Tigers. I hate to see when you lose because you're always aggravated. But no, Thanksgiving is in the past. Did you have a nice one?
I did.
Good time with family. So now we are looking ahead to, I guess, Christmas, and you've got some ideas here that we could whip up things for company when they come.
And they're easy.
Let's get started.
All right, this first one, I've been doing this recipe for probably 35 years. I can't believe I've never shared it with y'all.
Okay.
It's one of my favorites. It's a marinated London broil.
All right.
Okay, we've got a half a cup of Italian dressing. The cheaper the better.
Okay.
A quarter of a cup of soy sauce and the juice of 1 lemon. Half a cup of Coca-Cola.
Oh.
Don't use Pepsi. Half a cup of Coca-Cola.
We are in Atlanta, of course.
We are in Atlanta.
And we know where the headquarters of Coca-Cola is at.
And 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. And basically just mix this up. And you pour it over the London broil. I'll let you hold that for me.
All right.
And the London broil is a tough cut of meat, so you really want to marinate this for at least 8 hours or overnight. And then you're going to grill it, like if you grill it, 7 minutes on one side, 5 on the other, and you want it to be somewhat rare.
Okay.
Because it is a tough cut of meat. And of course,
Right.
you refrigerate this. And like I said, this is so good. It's really good. Slice it really thin.
Right.
Okay.
So take a look at the final product. You see, as Marcia said, little pink in the middle there, so nice and rare.
You can always put it in the microwave for a minute if you got guests that like it a little
Tougher.
less pink.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What else?
The next thing, this is an odd combination, but it works. Sweet potatoes, Brussels sprouts, and pecans. So you're going to make you're going to put this over the mixture. 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of butter pecan syrup. If you can't find that, maple syrup works just fine. Salt and pepper and thyme. I'll just kind of mix that up real good before you add the veggies. All right, you're going to toss this 1 sweet potato, a half a pound of Brussels sprouts, and I know Damon is probably not even going to get close to this dish.
Yes, Damon Jones, our resident non-vegetable advocate.
And these are 2 very strong veggies. All right, 1 sweet potato and a cup of Georgia pecans. Actually, I don't know that Georgia grows sweet potatoes. They might. I'm sorry, Brussels sprouts. You just toss that up, then you're going to spread it on a baking sheet and roast the veggies, excuse me, at 450 for about 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Okay.
And this really works. Just that little bit of syrup in there really makes it good.
I don't know. After Damon might look at that, he might actually want to try that.
You might want to pick the sweet
No,
potatoes out.
he is shaking his head.
No. That's all right. We've got plenty for him to choose from. And this is one of my favorites. These
Okay.
are cheese squares, which is really an appetizer, but you got to have an appetizer before you have that nice
Right.
meal. All right, I've got 2.5 tablespoons of finely chopped jalapeno pepper.
Okay.
We're going to add to that 4 cups of cheese.
Okay.
Now, what could be wrong with that?
Nothing.
This is a really, we used to go to Braves games when my son was smaller, and I would take these and everybody around me would have to have one because you can serve them cold, warm. Actually, they're better cold. Spread that in the bottom of your dish over the peppers. Then this is 6 eggs, which is a lot, I know, but there's only 3 ingredients. So well-beaten eggs, large eggs, which if the recipe doesn't specify, they're always large.
Right.
Just for information. Spread that over the top of this.
Me personally, I always go with the jumbo eggs.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Sometimes you can't tell the difference if you put them next
That is true.
next to each other. Really, that's only makes a difference if you're like baking a cake or bread or something. Okay, you're going to bake this at 350 for 20 minutes. And these are delicious, by the way.
These are delicious, and again, we have the final product there. Now Damon is shaking his head. Yes,
Now
he
we
likes
made him
those.
happy.
So, and of course, folks, these recipes, they are so easy, and you yourself can make them by logging on to gfb.org/recipes, or I take that back. That's actually farm-monitor.com, and go there on the recipe section. Everything is there for you in detail. gfb.org was the old
one.
Was the old one. Now we have Farm Monitor has our own website. So again, that's farm-monitor.com. Go to the recipe section. Everything is there for you in detail, and such delicious recipes. Marcia, good to see you again. Enjoy the holidays.
Thank you.
And you enjoy the holidays as well. We'll see you next month.